Unique Motors in Chicopee, and this is Charlie, our general manager. Oops, sorry.
That's all right. You're the boss, man. Do whatever you want. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to another episode of Strictly Business. I want to thank Rick and Charlie for coming on from Unique Motors. You guys know Corey by now. She's somewhat prepared today. I'm Alfonso, and welcome to the show. What? You got something to say?
No.
Okay.
Somewhat prepared?
Always prepared.
Since she was up late last night.
Let's get right into let's get right into the hot topics. First one: Verizon undercuts AT&T with $70 of unlimited text and data plan. Right now, I believe they're at $90 per unlimited everything, which is what I'm at. And this plan is not allowed for every customer. There's a select few that emailed and sent out, you know, you're qualified for this, which I think is BS. And
you did? You got the email?
As you would know, I probably didn't get it.
You didn't,
I did
yeah.
get it, but I didn't open it. So
Yeah, it's probably in your inbox with the
Yes.
other 8,000 emails.
I am going to go back and check it to see.
well, they offer 450 monthly minutes, unlimited Verizon, use texting and data. And the data is like going on the internet on your phone and apps and all that, blah, blah, blah. And it's a promotional email that people got. So if you got the email, check it out. It's not everyone that gets it. And their main reason for doing that is that they're trying to get people from AT&T to come back to Verizon. And I don't know what AT&T is going to do.
Well, AT&T just got rid of their unlimited.
Yeah.
So
Well, Verizon's planning on doing so, I think, in the new year. So if you get the unlimited plan, you're going to be grandfathered in. So, I mean, that's why I jumped to the unlimited.
So, let me get this straight. If I used to be a user, then I'm going to get the email? Or if I'm a current Verizon?
If you're a current Verizon customer,
Right.
you get an email for a promotional $70 unlimited, but it doesn't go to all the customers. It just goes to a select few. I don't know how they choose a select few.
No, that's what I don't understand.
I don't know.
the ones who aren't going to cost them any money.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that, you know.
You use 2 megabytes a month, you're going to get the email. If
Yeah.
you use 14 gigs, you're not getting the email.
That is true. I didn't even think of that.
Those non-texters.
Yeah. I think I text more than I call.
Yeah.
So
That's what they're probably basing it on.
yeah. So I was probably way bottom of the list. Let's go right into the next topic. It's getting easier to get a loan. American banks increased credit in July, August, September, the first consecutive gain since October 2008. Some types of lending, including commercial real estate credit cards, still aren't up to par, but Bank of America said on October 14 it's planning to hire 1,000 employees and the next year to focus on companies with sales of $3 million or less. The credit is, I guess, is going towards a small business. So at least they're hiring, but Bank of America kind of isn't a great bank anyway, I heard. Just kidding.
We heard Bank of America's great.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't like them because if you go to cash a check there and you don't have an account there, they charge you $6.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna start charging $8 per statement too. So they're.
Well, a lot of them are doing that. All the big banks, aren't they?
Yeah. That's why you gotta stay small and stay local.
Yeah. I mean, I know we see a lot of car loans, and it doesn't seem like they're loosening up too much with that. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, no, they're killing us. We probably have 20 deals a month that 2 years ago we would have had because of the loan structures have changed. Now we're probably losing 20 deals a month.
Yeah, I would have to say, I don't know where they're getting this information. Like, I understand that, but they're not taking it from the consumer, or rather the people trying to get the loan, in their experience, because lenders are definitely cracking down on other things they weren't so strict on before. I mean, you have to show job stability. I mean, you can't even qualify for overdraft protection from a bank if you're not at your job for more than 3 years. I mean,
oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Better stop
Can't deny.
bouncing checks then.
but I own my own house, so it's like, what?
No, they're just they tighten the belt so tight, and they're not just not loosening it up.
Yeah, I mean, they compare year over year. Well, things that are affecting it is year over year your income growth. I mean, that's not as high as it used to be. I mean, your credit.
Well, everyone's credit. We saw the credit scores a year and a half, 2 years ago when the market went crazy like that, and everyone's score dropped. I mean, if you had a real good score, it went down 20 points. If you had a mediocre score, it went down 80 points. So I mean, everyone's score just dropped.
Well, it's because the banks chop. You know, people had a $20,000 credit limit on their credit card, but we're only using $10,000. The bank says, well, you don't need the other 10, so we're going to chop it down. Well, at 50% utilization on your credit report, you're fine. It doesn't affect you negatively. But when you now all of a sudden you're at 100% utilization,
You're maxed out.
You're maxed out. Now you're getting hit hard for that. So this guy that was a 750 credit score at 50% utilization now is a 650 credit score because he's at 100%
Makes
utilization.
a huge difference.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to look at my credit score.
I mean, it's discouraging for the guy just doing his thing, working, and
Doing everything right.
yeah. They don't have a lot of cash in the bank and a lot of open lines on their credit cards, you know.
But it's important to never close them. If you keep a little minimum balance and pay it off every month, then you're good.
Yeah.
Now we're on a whole different subject.
Yeah.
I digress.
But you know, Rick and I were talking about the example they use in the article about it's getting easier to get a loan. Like the example they used was this doctor who wants to expand his practice, and the first thing Rick said was, imagine the assets this guy has. He's probably cash flush, fat with cash.
Yeah.
All kinds of assets, buildings and stuff. And of course, the guy.
2 Porsches, Lamborghini.
Yeah, he wanted a $1.3 million loan as a physician.
Let's get right into the next topic. Amex promotes Small Business Saturdays. I think this is a great idea. American Express CEO said Monday that this company will promote Small Business Saturdays on the weekend after Thanksgiving. The first Saturday after Thanksgiving, they have Black Friday, so they're trying to change it up where there's going to be a whole new thing on Saturdays to promote for small business. They started promoting on Facebook and Twitter, it said, and this said it's going to officially start this year. They know that it won't happen, the success won't happen right away. It's going to take a few years, but they're not giving up on it. It's just pretty much to go out to small business on that Saturday and just support this local small business.
And I think it's great that Facebook is backing it.
Yeah.
They're promoting it by giving the first 10,000 small business owners $100 worth of Facebook advertising.
Yeah.
So it's great that they're promoting it, especially because that's going to be like a virus through the whole social networking.
Well, you got to think of on the Facebook business pages, a lot of the big corporate companies started them off, but now all the small businesses are getting on there too. You know how much advertising they're getting just from the small business compared to one giant that pays so much for advertising. You get 3 million small businesses that are on there. They're going to end up profiting from this either one way or another.
So what Saturday does that fall on?
The Saturday after Thanksgiving.
So
the day after Black Friday.
Black Saturday.
Black Saturday. The Small Business Saturday is the day after Black Friday.
So
isn't there something on Monday too?
November 20th.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Cyber Monday.
This year's the 25th is Thanksgiving, so 26th is Friday, 27th.
So on the 27th, you can come down to Unique Motors and get a real.
We will be open. Save $25. Gift card, I mean.
I don't know. I think this is a great idea. American Express has been really having social media. They did the Zinc contest with MTV. They're doing this. They're really getting it, and they have Open Forum, which is a business website to go, and they have articles posted up on there regularly. They're very good with just keeping people informed with business stories and whatnot.
American Express is also giving $25 credit to the first 100,000 of their cardholders who purchase with an independent business owner.
So I need to go get an American Express card. Yeah. What happens if you've been
You got to go out real early. Saturday morning, you got to get up early. And
I know. And then go 100,000 times for $25.
But I'll be curious to see how many deals are out there and how many of these independent.
Yeah, well,
Rick made a real good point to me earlier. We were talking. What were you saying about?
Well, I mean, Black Friday, everyone goes to the big box stores because that's, you get that. The problem is you're getting the TV, like I was saying to Charlie, you got to buy that TV. That's a great deal. That you're not really. I didn't want the 19-inch. I really wanted a 20. But gee, it's only $50, so I'm going to buy the 19-inch, which is not what you really wanted. We're here with the $25. If there was a pair of shoes you were looking at the store and they really weren't on sale, you want to spend the money. But hey, guess what? Also now there's a $25 credit for that shop. You're going to, run down there on Saturday and get it.
Yeah.
More of an incentive.
Yeah, and it's something you actually want.
Right.
I've never been to the stores on Black Friday, so I don't really.
I haven't either.
My boss makes me work.
If you call it that.
Let's get to the next topic. Conan O'Brien's new show attracts strong ad sales. I'm actually not surprised by this. The new cable show Conan has already gotten supporters from Coca-Cola, Microsoft, AT&T, GM, and News Corp. They premiered this past Monday, the November 8th, and there's 3 million users that watched its premiere episode. And it was actually funny. Conan tweeted, 3 million users watched my first episode. 5 million users didn't know what station TBS was on. I thought that was pretty funny. Some of these ads are actually going to be incorporated in the show as well. You're going to see Chevy, they're going to give away a cruise to one of the viewers. And they're charging ads $30,000 to $40,000 for every 30-second commercial. It's the same amount they charge for Letterman and Jay Leno. So he's telling Jay Leno where to stick it. And I think it's great because I'm not a big fan of Leno after everything that happened. I'm Team Coco all the way.
Team Coco.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it, Team Coco.
I know. I saw. I read that.
And you like his show?
Yeah, I think he's funny. I mean,
he's hilarious.
Yeah, I like him better than Leno. Definitely like him better than Leno.
I like Satan better than Leno.
There's a group for that.
There's
an app for that.
There's an app for that too. I got it. I know. Leno's just. I don't know. I don't think he's that funny.
This is a huge score for TBS.
Oh yeah.
Plus, Conan got boned, so a whole bunch of people are just for the underdog are going to be watching him anyway.
Yeah.
Well, their highest demographic is 18 to 34-year-olds, so those are the people that are generally up that late. What happened?
I mean, he can watch it. He doesn't sleep.
Oh,
and he's only 33.
Perfect. You got one more year left to watch Conan.
No, but it's the demographic who, it's good because they can't afford, they may not be able to afford HBO or the higher end channel, so now it's on cable.
Yeah.
I mean, this is huge for TBS. They only show reruns, really. So.
Well, the George Lopez I was on.
TBS is.
It used to be TBS Superstation. That was when they played all like Saved by the Bell, like that stuff, and then it's progressively gotten a little bit better.
Which
but
one Screech in it? That was the one I liked.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, they all Screech, Saved by the Bell, Saved by the Bell, the college years, Saved by the Bell, the new class. Screech was in all of them.
Why? What's Screech do?
Screech is a pervert.
Just because he made a porno doesn't mean he's a pervert. Just means he needed extra money.
Yes, it does.
I don't know. I think this is going to be great for TBS. I mean, they started coming out with their own shows. They added George Lopez on, and they moved him back an hour after Conan jumped on it.
The Shaft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything.
I know he's watching it.
It's bringing back competition between the networks. It really is, because I can remember when it used to be like so heavily or very competitive between all the shows that were on NBC, ABC, Fox.
Cable shows are gotten a lot of recognition. TNT has like 4 award-winning shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the cable shows are, really giving it to the networks shows. And a lot of the network shows last 1 or 2 seasons, and then they give them a can because they're crap. Well, that's it for Hot Topics. Guys, I'll be right back to talk to Rick about Unique Motors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm here with Rick Quito Jr., owner of Unique Motors, and we're here for the spotlight. Rick, how did you start with Unique Motors?
Pretty much when I got out of college, decided to go out and start my own business. So started about 20 years ago now, and basically started selling used cars.
What made you want to go into the auto industry?
My father was always an office manager, so I kind of grew up around it as a kid. So it looked like a fun business to be around cars, and so I've kind of been in it ever since.
But he's totally underselling what he did. When he was in high school, he used to go out and he'd buy a car for whatever, cheap money, whatever you get it for, bring it home, recondition it, clean it inside out, just like this car's on this lot now. If you come to this lot now, you look at our used cars versus the used cars at any lot, they're cleaner, they're nicer than any used car anywhere. And that's the way it's been since day one. Goes home, cleans the cars, makes them real shiny to him, puts a sign on it for sale, puts it in the front yard, goes to school, comes home, he's got notes, he's got phone calls, calls people up, sells the car. Goes and buys another car. Now he starts parlaying that, moving it from 1 car to 2 car to 3 cars. He does it all the way through high school, all the way through college. And in his mother's words, Rick's always been a hustler. That's a quote from your mom.
Nice.
Mrs. Kita. Anyway, right out of college, he started doing the same thing. He started wholesaling cars, making profit on it, and and even through the hard times that we've been in the last few years, done the right thing. He hasn't had to lay people off. He's been in business. He does 60% of our business every month is either referral business or repeat business, and that says a lot about Rick. Been in the same spot for 20 years, taking care of the people he sells cars to, standing behind what he sells. But he's been doing it since day one. So that's the real story, how he got started in the car business, which is much more exciting than the story he told you.
Yeah. What you guys have a lot of locations. What locations do you guys have right now?
We have 2 in Chicopee. We also have 1 in Northampton, and we bought a Ford store up in New Hampshire about 4.5 years ago. So we keep busy running around.
So what makes you, and especially in Western Mass, you're on Memorial Drive in Chicopee, and then there's West Springfield. What makes you different compared to all the other car dealers?
We like to have a different selection instead of just a generic car. We like to have, loaded with options, or a few years older than a lot of the new car dealers. They'll have like a 1-year-old rental type car, and we like to have a 3 or 4-year-old car maybe that's a little more affordable, being $10,000, $13,000 car many times. And we go through them and really stand behind them pretty much better than anyone.
What's the website, so if they want to check out your inventory?
Our inventory is at uniquesuperstores.com.
Anything else you want to tell the viewers about Unique?
Just comfortable experience, and you'll be glad you bought from us.
All right, and we'll be right back. That was a good episode, Cor.
That was a great episode. Can we go drive away in your new car?
That'll cause a lot of damage to the front of the store.
Or we could just pretend.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back. I had a little trouble with that, didn't you?
We're gonna do that again.
No, thanks, guys. Have a good one.